Right now at noon, a large fire at a chemical plant in Rockton, Illinois is continuing to burn. We're live from the scene with the latest.
This is News 3 Now at noon.
Good afternoon, I'm Mark Kane. Thanks for joining us this afternoon. We're continuing to follow this breaking news about a fire from just south of the Illinois-Wisconsin border in the city of Rockton. Emergency crews are battling massive fires at a chemical plant that exploded into flames. They've been on the scene since about 7 o'clock this morning. In the last hour, the company ChemTool says all of their employees are safe and accounted for. None of them have been injured. The city of Rockton estimates about 1,000 people have been asked to leave their homes and evacuate the area. They say anyone within about a mile's radius have been strongly encouraged to evacuate. The CBS station in Rockford says they're asking anyone in that area to head to Rockton Middle School or Roscoe Middle School. You've probably seen these images all over social media and on our website all morning. We've heard from some of you saying that you can see the plume of smoke from Edgerton. Our Jamie Perez has been on the scene for a couple of hours now. You may have seen her live on Facebook earlier today. Jamie, what are you seeing from the ground now?
Hey guys, so we have been moved back even further than where we were at on that Facebook Live, but I'm going to show you a quick view you can still see from my vantage point right now. So still really big plumes of smoke coming from that chemical plant, excuse me. There are still several people, kind of gathered around watching what's happening. That road is still blocked off, so obviously we cannot get any closer, and they're moving us even further away. But really quick, you some images that we got from who is flying their drone. So yep, we're gonna move in just a moment. So this is an aerial shot that a man got from his drone when the fire started this morning around 7 to 8 o'clock. You can still see a lot of the building is still intact there, but as the day went on, that building now fully engulfed. You could see the flames coming up really strong there and fully engulfing the rest of the building, and that is the result of what we are seeing here now. We're being told to move again, so I'm going to toss it back to you guys in studio, but we will be keeping track of everything that's going on here and bringing you the latest updates when we can.
All right, Jamie, thank you. Be safe out there. There's still so much we don't know about this fire, but we are working to get answers for you. We have multiple crews on scene covering this fire, and we'll have live updates throughout the afternoon on channel3000.com. We'll also have team coverage tonight on Live at 4, News 3 Now at 5 and 6, and as always, on channel3000.com. And we want to bring Austin in now. He shared some images this morning of the fire showing up on radar. Is that true?
Yeah, we are seeing that on radar. We're just seeing such a large plume of smoke right now that it is actually visible on our satellite radar as of right now. But there is some good news with this, at least for us here locally. We are seeing a southerly breeze. Now, this is what it looks like here on our Doppler track radar. We have this set to just a short loop, but the fact that anything is even showing up, that's very impressive. Unfortunately, the very, very large plume of smoke again, and we could even see or hear a rumble of thunder or two. That is a possibility whenever we do have something like this actually happening. But our saving grace right now, it is going to be that northerly breeze. So the smoke that's all flying up into the air right now, that's all traveling south. If we had a southerly breeze here today coming from the south, it would be a whole different situation, and this would be dominating our newscasts here for the rest of today in the world of weather and in news as well. But overall here, we're taking a peek at some of our temperatures. 81 degrees outside in Madison. It does feel pretty nice to be out there, and finally we're starting to fall back into a more normal trend here for this week. A closer look at some of our temperatures locally. Wisconsin Dells still at 77 degrees along with Mineral Point, and our dew points are now down into the upper 40s and low 50s, so it does not feel very humid at all out there. It actually feels pretty great. Currently it's a nice one, 81 degrees, a northerly breeze, thankfully from the north at 10 miles per hour, but I will have a look at your 7 to 10 day forecast here coming up in just a bit.
Thank you. A complex violent death investigation is underway in Rock County, and a person is in custody after an elderly woman was found dead in a garage. Deputies responded to the home on West Mineral Point Road in the town of Center. That's west of Janesville, just after 5:30 this morning. The woman's body was found by someone who went to the home to check on her. Another person who was inside the home was taken into custody as a person of interest in the woman's death. That person is a relative to the woman who was found dead. Officials are not identifying any of the people right now. And right now in Wisconsin, over 2.5 million residents, or over 44% of the population, has completed their vaccine series, while 49% of residents have had at least one shot. In Dane County, over 61% of residents have completed the series, and over 67% have had at least one shot. The dangerous Delta variant, first found in India, is now causing trouble in China. Health workers and scientists there have been fighting it for the past 3 weeks. They say it could be a bigger threat than the initial coronavirus that originated in China 18 months ago. An estimated 150,000 residents are still under lockdown, with workers in hazmat suits delivering them food and disinfecting the streets. In 3 days, health workers tested nearly the entire part of the country. That's about 19 million people. The Delta variant of COVID first emerged in India this spring. 3,500 people are still dying on average each day, the most of any country in the world. That's according to the New York Times, and the strain is now the most common in the UK. President Biden is in Brussels, Belgium today as he continues his 8-day international trip. The president told NATO leaders that the U.S. is back in the business of leading the world. Natalie Brand has the latest from the White House.
We will now take the family photo.
President Biden standing shoulder to shoulder with NATO leaders called a strong alliance essential for America.
The United States is there.
The president made that crystal clear with NATO's Secretary General.
NATO is critically important for U.S. interest in and of itself. If there weren't one, we'd have to invent one.
While in Brussels, President Biden is also meeting today with Turkey's President Erdogan at a time of tense relations between the two countries.
Furthermore, the fact that
The 30 NATO leaders are tackling an ambitious agenda, including the security implications of climate change, cyber attacks and disinformation, terrorism, nuclear deterrence, NATO's role in the rapidly melting Arctic Ocean, the rise of China, and Russia's aggressive actions, especially against Ukraine.
President Biden will have a chance to discuss differences face-to-face with Russian President Vladimir Putin on Wednesday when the two meet for a summit in Switzerland.
there's no guarantee you can change a person's behavior or the behavior of his country. Autocrats have enormous power. They don't have to answer to a public.
Issues including human rights and cybersecurity have pushed U.S.-Russia relations to the lowest point in years. But President Biden sees possible common ground on climate change and the violence in Syria, and an opportunity for this meeting to set the stage for a productive relationship moving forward. Natalie Brand, CBS News, the White House.
Well, there's more to come on News 3 Now at noon.
Another COVID-19 vaccine trial delivers promising results, and for richer or poorer, where to say I do to the venue. I'm Diane King Hall at the New York Stock Exchange. I'll have those stories and more in your CBS Money Watch report.
RHD Plumbing has the most reliable professionals in the industry, with honesty you can trust to deliver quality products and workmanship, dedicated to being the best. Get the job done right with RHD Plumbing, proud partner of the Green Bay Packers.
The time is right to do something nice for your home. Why not replace your gutters with LeafGuard, the only gutter system that has earned the Good Housekeeping seal of approval? Hi, I'm Andrew Larson, owner of Larson Home Services. LeafGuard's patented one-piece seamless design keeps leaves and debris out, which means no more clogs, guaranteed. LeafGuard carries a lifetime warranty, so your home's foundation will be protected forever, and our customers couldn't be happier.
They're the best. I don't have to worry about the gutters getting clogged up with the seeds, the branches, the dirt, the roof sheddings, and it's just one less worry for me.
And right now, save big on your new LeafGuard brand gutter system and get some incredible extras. Order now and save 75% on installation labor, get free financing for a year, and a $100 Visa gift card. Call to set up your free estimate today.
Attention homeowners, we're looking for 50 homeowners to participate in our home evaluation program. Here's what we want to do. We want to take those old energy wasting windows out and install the Eco Sky windows only from Mad City Windows. Now listen to this, you'll get special savings. Zip code and location are important. We'll put a good neighbor sign in your yard, curb appeal counts. You'll take advantage of special savings only offered by Mad City Windows. We're Wisconsin's #1 remodeler, and now would be a great time to call for a limited time to be one of 50 homeowners to get these special savings direct from the manufacturer. Free installation on a house full of new windows. You got to be compensated for your time. 18 months, no payments, no interest. And if you call now, $50 Amazon gift card with your estimate, zip code, and location are very important. Call 608-338-1616. Let me give you that number again, 608-338-1616, Mad City.
Do you suffer from ED? Did you know there could be a way to relieve ED without harmful medications, needles, or surgery? Peak Performance for Men is here to help. Click or call now to treat your ED. And remember, our results make the difference.
RHD Plumbing has the most reliable professionals in the industry. Reliable, honest, dedicated. With 24/7 emergency service for your home or business. Get the job done right with RHD Plumbing, proud partner of the Green Bay Packers.
Another vaccine makes progress in the pipeline. Novavax says late-stage trials of its COVID-19 vaccine candidate were more than 90% effective against the virus, including variants. The company says it is on track to file for emergency use authorization in the third quarter of this year. Thousands of employees at one airline are now safe from a fall furlough. According to multiple reports, United Airlines will not furlough flight attendants or operations and customer service workers when federal aid expires later this year. That's because of a huge bounce back in travel bookings. Demand is so high that airlines are adding back flights, bringing back workers, and even gearing up to hire again. The United States Postal Service says more than 5,800 of its mail carriers were attacked by dogs in 2020. The agency reports an attack only if a postal worker submits an injury claim or tells a supervisor about it. The most dog attacks were reported in Houston, followed by Chicago, Los Angeles, Cleveland, and Denver. And going to the chapel, but make it cheap. Smart Asset is out with its list of best cities for affordable weddings, and Nashville tops the list. It marks the 4th consecutive year the Tennessee capital led the list. New Orleans came in second, and St. Louis rounded out the top 3. And that's your CBS Money Watch report. For more, head to cbsmoneywatch.com. At the New York Stock Exchange, I'm Diane King Hall.
Diane, thank you. Wall Street at the noon hour, the Dow Industrials up, so we don't have a number for that. In fact, none of those numbers are right, so let's move along. A sunny and mild start to your work week. Austin has what you can expect for the rest of the week in your certified most accurate forecast. That's ahead at noon.
I am an owner.
I am an owner.
I am an owner.
I'm an owner.
Since 1934, Steinhoffels has been proud to be a local, family-owned company. And we're excited to share that Steinhoffels is now an employee-owned company. To celebrate, we're having a sale. Right now, take 35 to 50% off the largest selection of in-stock furniture and mattresses. So come celebrate and save. Only at Steinhoffels and steinhoffels.com.
Wisconsin's soil and water create the perfect environment for agriculture. But it takes more than great land to produce the world's best dairy products. You feel it in the way Wisconsin dairy farmers take care of their animals, preserve their family farmland, and lend a helping hand to their communities. What's that something extra Wisconsin has? It's pride. Support Wisconsin dairy farmers. Buy Wisconsin milk, cheese, and dairy.
Here at Mad City Windows, we don't make decisions based on convenience. We do everything we're supposed to and a little bit more, like factory-trained installers. You're going to love our work. Listen to one of 50,000 satisfied customers like Joanne.
I have definitely sent pictures to friends, relatives, and they've all been, wow, that's fantastic.
Hey, give us a call here at Mad City Windows right now. Beat inflation, because you'll probably never see these prices again on new windows. Call in today to be one of 50 homeowners to get special savings like free installation on a house full of new windows. You got to be compensated for your time. 18 months, no payments, no interest financing. And if you call me right now, a $50 Amazon gift card with your estimate, zip code, and location are very important. Call 608-338-1616. Let me give you that number again, 608-338-1616, Mad City.
An insurance battle kept a woman with a serious case of COVID-19 from getting the care she needed. But a call for action changed everything.
What do you think changed their mind?
Well, I think you, for one.
Leah Lynchard catches up with this family on their road to recovery. Tonight on News 3 Now at 10.
I'm News 3 Now's Josh Spreiter. I'm visiting the people, places, and events that make this area one of a kind. Tell me what inspires you, and it might be featured on News 3 Now this morning.
In the 608, weekdays on News 3 Now this morning. The Farm Report is sponsored by Blain's Farm and Fleet.
We are continuing our breaking news coverage as emergency crews are battling a massive fire at a northern Illinois chemical plant that exploded into flames. Here's a live look at the scene, which is very active. This is at Chemtool Inc. in Rockton, which is south of Beloit. This fire was reported more than 5 hours ago. People living within a 1-mile radius of the plant are being evacuated. Officials say that's about 1,000 people. There are no immediate reports of injuries, and the company says everyone on site was safe and accounted for, but one firefighter was injured. We've heard from some of you saying you can see the plume of smoke from Edgerton. The plant manufactures grease products, lubricants, and other fluids. We have reporters on scene, and we'll be giving you live updates on the fire on Live at 4 and News 3 5 and 6, and as always, channel3000.com. Pam Yankee from the Midwest Farm Report is out of the radio barn today, so here are your farm numbers. Here's Austin now with your forecast. Pretty sunny out there.
Very sunny out there, and you know, we're actually in for a very nice forecast over these next few days. Today, sunshine, lower humidity. We're seeing temperatures in those lower 80s. We're going to stay dry for most of this next week. Warm conditions. Highs are going to generally stay in the 80s. We have 1 or 2 exceptions. Very close, however, where by the time we reach tomorrow, upper 70s. Right now, we have a high of 79 degrees. That could just as easily bump right back into the 80s. And then we do have some shower chances starting to develop here by the end of the week, especially for Thursday night. And that could linger into parts of Friday morning. But then Friday afternoon, again, looking like another gorgeous one. Speaking of a gorgeous day, that's exactly what we have outside right now. Lots of blue skies, minimal cloud cover overall. But our Doppler track radar is keeping us dry. Now, remember, earlier on in the broadcast, I showed you how down south we were starting to see that smoke actually start to pick up on the radar. Thankfully, though, we do have breezes coming out of the north. That's pushing that smoke farther down south. So we should be good to go in terms of our local air quality here for today, at least compared to just south of where we were looking at earlier. Doppler track right now looking really good, but we are starting to see some pop-up showers in the northern part of the state. We are looking to stay dry here for today. Only about a 10% chance of one of those passing showers. Most of that's going to hold off here out to our northeast. But notice how there is that very slim possibility. And even if that does show up on the radar, there's a really good chance it doesn't even actually reach the ground. Then you take a peek at our future track here for tonight. We're going to see temperatures falling back down into the middle 50s. And then for tomorrow, only reaching those upper 70s and low 80s. So tomorrow's actually going to be one of our cooler days that we're looking at, but it's still going to be a pretty nice one overall, I would say at least. Drought monitor still shows that we're dry. We need those rain showers, and we are still looking at a dry pattern all the way until Thursday night into Friday morning. Pretty decent chance Thursday night to see those rain showers, and then by Friday morning, just a chance to see that 1 or 2 more showers or storms before that does exit the area. Low temperatures here this morning started out in those mid to upper 50s. As of right now, we're starting to crank things back up into the lower 80s. 81 right now in the Madison area, some upper 70s for some surrounding communities. Monroe, Lone Rock, both at around 79 degrees. Dew points, this is my favorite part of the forecast yet again here for today. Very low dew points. That means it is just not muggy outside. It actually feels very great. Now, our 6 to 10 day temperature outlook shows that we're going to be actually pretty close to average, if not a little bit below. And that high temperature trend does really start to balance out here in the low to mid 80s. By the time we reach the end of this forecast, we're likely going to be in those low to mid 80s there for that average high temperature as well. This afternoon, a high of 83. We're looking at our 10-day forecast now with a lot of sunshine over the next few days. Thursday night into Friday morning, our best chance to see that next round of showers and storms. Otherwise, we're looking pretty good to go here, at least for this work week.
We need the rain, that's for sure.
We do.
I didn't get a drop in my house.
Oh, That's a shame to hear.
Don't go out with bare feet on the grass.
Yeah, exactly.
Word of warning. All right, Austin, thank you. Well, you can order what the Mr. Food Test Kitchen is making today at some fancy Italian restaurants, but when you see how easy and budget-friendly it is to make at home, you won't need to. Here's Howard.
When it comes to making dinner, nothing beats a recipe that uses off-the-shelf ingredients, is easy to make, and that tastes great. That's why today we're making a dish that combines fresh veggies with a convenient frozen shortcut. It's a tasty Mediterranean classic that's weeknight easy. The first thing we do is prepare a package of frozen cheese-stuffed ravioli according to the package instructions. We'll let that drain. And in some olive oil, we'll cook fresh tomatoes and onions that we've chopped, along with some garlic, oregano, and a bit of salt and pepper. After the tomatoes start to break down a bit, we add in the cooked ravioli, fresh spinach, and a few black olives. When the spinach starts to wilt, it's ready to serve. It doesn't get any easier. A little crumbled feta cheese goes on top, and that's it. You've got a fancy-tasting restaurant classic that's 5-star worthy. To get the recipe for our Mediterranean ravioli with feta, all you have to do is visit our website. As for the taste, well, the ravioli are crazy tender. The sauce is packed with flavor, and the cheese gives it just the right tang. I'm Howard in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a rave-worthy way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
All right, Howard, thank you. Lisa Briggs from the Bruce Company is here in the studio answering your plant and garden questions. The number to call, 270-9933. We'll get to your calls right after the break.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Time is running out to be one of 50 homeowners to participate in our home evaluation program. We want to take those old energy-wasting windows out and install the Eco Sky windows. Zip code and location are important. We'll put a good neighbor sign in your yard. Curb appeal counts. Call in now to get new windows in your home and take advantage of these special savings. Call now to beat inflation and get some of the lowest prices you'll see all year long on new energy-efficient windows from Mad City Windows. We're looking for 50 homeowners who need new windows. Look at the savings. Free installation on a house full of new windows. Call today to get 18 months, no payments, no interest financing as we compensate you for your time. Last chance in this program to call. Don't you miss out. You'll get a $50 Amazon gift card with your estimate. Remember, zip code and location are very important. Call 608-338-1616. Let me give you that number again, 608-338-1616, Mad City.
Do you suffer from chronic or severe back or neck pain? Did you know that there's now a treatment method available right here at Midwest Spine and Nerve Center that offers hope of avoiding spinal surgery for those suffering with bulging, herniated, or degenerative discs? Our therapies help reduce pain related to these conditions and have a high success rate in helping people just like you avoid back or neck surgery.
I've experienced low back pain for over 15 years. I had back surgery when I was 26 and had difficulties recovering. The doctors at Midwest Spine and Nerve Center have given me a new lease on life. I am now able to enjoy an active, pain-free lifestyle.
Call Midwest Spine and Nerve Center now to schedule a no-obligation consultation to see if our progressive pain-relieving therapies are right for you.
Find everything you need to get your projects done right now at Menards. Skill delivers serious power and performance with the PowerCore 20 20-volt power system. It delivers the convenience and portability of cordless battery operation while providing advanced power and torque for the bigger jobs. Stop in and check out our wide in-stock selection of Skill 20-volt tools, all 11% off. Get 11% off everything right now at Menards. Save big money at Menards.
Lisa Briggs from the Bruce Company is here answering your plant and garden questions. Our first in-studio guest.
I know, I'm so thrilled.
In 15 months.
I'm thrilled.
We're thrilled to have you here. 270-9933, the number to call. We'll start with Glenn in Middleton. Hi, Glenn. What's your question?
Well, hi. Thanks for taking my call. I don't normally water my grass. I just let it go dormant. But I'm wondering if it's time to start watering our trees and our shrubs.
Well, Glenn, anything that you have put in the last year or two, you should definitely be watering. And if you have some of the sort of less drought-tolerant trees like redbuds or beeches, then you're going to want to be watering those as well. Good soak once a week. So depending on the size of the tree, soaker hoses are good. You can also get those bags. They're called tree gators. You fill them up with water and put it right against the trunk, and it seeps in slowly.
And, of course, flowers you should be watering.
Yeah. Your perennial beds,
even
your annual pots, yes.
Even established perennials.
Even established perennials, yes.
It's pretty dry out there.
It is really dry.
All right, let's go to Terry in Monona. Hi, Terry. What is your question?
Hi.
Go ahead.
I have 3 aloe vera plants that are in a, I would say, 10-inch pot, 10-inch round. And they are at least 13 to 14 inches high. And I have some skewer sticks holding them straight up. They're beautiful. When do I repot them, or do I just let them go? That get taller and taller.
Well, aloe vera plants, as well as most things in the succulent or cactus family, have very small root masses. So even though the plants are big, there's not a ton of root mass. If you carefully lift it out of the pot and you can see roots at the edges, then it's time to repot. You don't want to get a pot that's much bigger than it is now, and you want to be sure that you use a cactus mix that's really well draining. If you don't see any roots, then I would just leave it alone.
Okay. Let's go to Tim in Beaver Dam. Hi, Tim. What's your question?
When peonies are done blossoming, is it beneficial to cut off the seed pods?
Definitely. Having a plant go to seed takes a lot of energy, and so I would cut off the seed pods. And I would also say with the humid weather, you're going to want to treat them for powdery mildew with a fungicide if you have had a problem with that in the past. You can use something preventatively.
It hasn't been this dry this early in a long time.
One of my itos, though, is showing signs. So,
all right.
Yeah, it's coming.
All right, let's go to Carol in Oregon. Hi, Carol.
Hi.
What's your question?
Yeah, I was going to have some clematis vines, and I wanted to plant them out by my mailbox. And I started wondering about the salt over the winter. Is that going to make them die or damage my clematis?
Salt can be problematic for a lot of plants. So if you are a heavy salter on your driveway, or if you on a busy road where you're going to get spray, then you're going to want to make sure that you use that you flush that area out in the spring, and that you also, if you can, use some of the products that are the ice melts that are better for plants.
Okay.
Depends how much you put salt down.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Thank you for a call. And the city's asking people not to water your grass.
I heard that.
So just it goes dormant.
Yeah, it goes dormant, and once the temperatures cool down and you get natural rain coming, it will perk right back up. But I know it's hard to do that.
It's hard to watch. All right, we're out of time. Thank you all for calling. Thanks for coming in.
I'm so excited. Good to see you too.
All right, here's Austin. One final check of the forecast.
And unfortunately, not going to see those rain showers here for today. For most of us, a high temperature of about 83 degrees. Right now, we're looking at about 81 outside. Mostly sunny skies will stick around. It is still going to be very warm overall. But then you look at our evening planner here, and that does show a little bit of a cool down. A pretty nice evening, if you ask me, there with mostly sunny to partly sunny skies overall. And then a very nice stretch of weather here for the middle and nearing the end of this week. But starting on Thursday, it's going to get pretty hot. It'll get pretty muggy out there as well. And that's just going to fuel the fire here for some showers and thunderstorms Thursday night into Friday morning. As of right now, that looks to be our next best rain chance.
It's still the middle of June. Only the middle of June. All right, Austin, thank you. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you back here at 4 o'clock. In the meantime, have a great afternoon.